Hey y'all, I got some shit would need to be said, okay? Okay. So, I've been seeing a lot of different videos today. For some reason, a lot of relationship videos have been popping up on my phone. I don't know why, but I'm taking heed to it, right? So, one video was talking about how men like use women for what they want, and then when they're done, they discard of them, right? So basically, women were talking about how, men, when they're trying to come up in the world, they will get a woman and marry them, or marry her, so that they can have like stability, right? So they can have someone there to, I guess, cook the meals or clean up after them. And if they have kids, like if the guy wants kids, they have somebody to take care of the kids. And the woman is taking care of the home and doing all of this while the man is being stabilized by this, right? Even as far as like using the woman for money or whatever. And then the man will go on and become successful, or really dive into his career to become successful. And then one of the ladies said something interesting. She said that once the man becomes successful, and I'm not saying all men do this, but she said that once the man becomes successful, that he will get bored with his wife. And when she said that, in my mind, I'm like, well, why would he get bored with his wife? But then she said he gets bored with his wife because he no longer has anything in common with her. She said that they're not on the same page because as he evolved and leveled up and grew and became successful and, I guess learned more things, and they were no longer on the same playing field. And so he gets bored with her because, she's only been a wife and a mother. She's only been home with the kids. She didn't have any experiences. She didn't evolve. She didn't grow. She didn't do anything that would level her up successfully, right? Even though, stay-at-home moms are successful within their own right. But if you're maybe not in the same field as your husband, work-wise, if, you're not stretching yourself to evolve, right, then there can be, the relationship can be off balance, right? And that's what she meant by their frequencies basically weren't matching. He grew and she didn't, right? And so, but it doesn't have to be that way. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of stay-at-home moms that do things that allow them to grow, whether it be academically, um, intellectually, whatever, because there are a lot of stay-at-home moms who have at-home businesses and stuff, right? So, but the way she was saying it, she was basically saying that the man got bored with woman because they had no longer had anything in common. He's talking about business and this and that, and she's talking about, I guess maybe what she was watching on TV earlier or something the kids did at school or something like that. I don't. That's just what I'm just going by what she said. And she said, so basically the man, the husband, ends up leaving the wife to go and be with a woman who matches him more intellectually, or who is on the same playing field, which leaves the woman the wife at a void, right? A disadvantage. And she said that, there are a lot of men who are now admitting that that's what they do. They get with women, marry them. And sometimes they don't, but they get with women and they marry them because they're looking for stability to help them evolve and become successful, like basically using the woman as a stepping stone. And then when they get to where they want to be in life, then they leave that woman and then they go and find the woman that they feel is more suited for them or more on their level. And I thought that was quite interesting. And she even said like some men are getting pissed because women are discovering these secrets and are telling on them. I had no idea. Then I ran across another video, y'all, that was talking about how men know when they want to marry a woman, right? So it was a married couple talking, and they were a beautiful couple. They got 3 grown kids, and the husband was basically saying a man knows within 2 years whether he wants to marry a woman. He was like, sometimes they know within a year. And his son said, sometimes we know within a few months. He was like, it normally doesn't take us long to know if we want to marry a woman, right? And so I thought that was interesting too, because I always thought, hold on, y'all. So I thought that was interesting that the son, who is younger than the dad, said that he knows, or men knows within months or within 2 months when they know that, if they're going to marry a woman or if they want to marry a woman. But I always thought that for some reason men were scared of marriage or things like that, or maybe not. I have to say, like, personally, as far as my personal experience, I've gotten a lot of marriage proposals. The first marriage proposal I got when I think I was 16 years old, 16 or 17 years old. And it was my brother's friend. It was my brother's friend. And I kind of felt like he wanted to marry me because he was going into the army. And, a lot of times when men go into the army, they don't know if they're going to come back or whatever. So, they want to go ahead and get married so that they know that they have someone to come back home to or something like that. But he was just like, no, I always loved you, blah, 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 whatever. And he asked my mom for my hand in marriage. And my mother was like, no, like, are you crazy? She's too young. I wasn't even out of high school yet. So my mom told him no. Other marriage proposals came when I was in college. My hand has been asked for a lot, and even now I'll have men ask me questions like, "Oh, would you mind being at home, being a stay-at-home mom, and would you mind, and I just take care of you, and I just take care of the kids, and I just take care of everything." And, that could be a segue into what this lady was talking about earlier in regards to a man just, looking to stabilize himself with a good woman so that he can, evolve or elevate. Because she said that men usually will know a woman that they can grab onto, hold on to, that will help to elevate them, right? But she also said something interesting. She said something along the lines of men, they usually go for younger women because, they feel like they can have more control. And they know that women who are older have had more experiences and kind of know, men a little bit better, which I kind of been out of that arena for a while now in regards to men. So, but I still wouldn't say that I don't know men, but she said that men feel that older women don't need them. And so that's why they go for younger women, because they feel like they'll be more needed. And I don't think that's right. I think that women will need men in regards to protection. I think women will need men in regards to providing. I think women will need men as regards to emotional support and intimacy, and of course sex, and just being partners, being teammates in life, partners in life, and just helping each other evolve and grow. If you have kids already, blending families. If you want to have more babies and experience that together. I think there's a lot that, women still need men for. So I don't know why in the world a man would think that I'm going to get a younger girl or not a younger chick because she's going to need me more than someone that's more on my playing field. It's interesting. Hold on. It's interesting, but I don't necessarily think that that's true. But what do y'all ladies think? I would like to know what y'all think. And if you're guys listening to this, I would like to know y'all thoughts on this. Comment, y'all.